how much more in individual taxes would you be willing in order to support this plan, and from different angles, the national rate as well as capital gains, et cetera? What are you willing to do?
Look, I don't want to speculate about where the different individual tax rates are going to go. I think the Trump tax plan was a disaster for America, probably the worst piece of fiscal legislation I've ever seen. But what I do know is this plan is necessary. This plan is a huge step forward for the administration and for the American people. And, I think it's a necessity for us economically in terms of competing around the world. It's a necessity for us in terms of responding domestically to this crisis, this, natural world crisis. And it's a necessity for us to get back to being the leading country in the world that stands up and does the right thing when the time comes. I think this is a great plan and a necessary plan.
Tom, you became pretty famous for wearing tartan ties on the campaign trail. I see you've got one on again today. I wonder whether you are still in campaign mode. Are you interested in becoming the next governor of California?
Guy, I have been wearing a tartan tie every single morning for 20 years before you ever saw me on TV. I wear a tartan tie as a reflection of wanting to be a fun-loving, optimistic person going forward. And so I'm out here this morning doing just that for this plan, to talk about why it's necessary, why it's important, and why the Biden administration is getting us back on track to that kind of optimistic, upbeat future that this tie represents.
So Tom, you didn't say no. So is governorship still
I have no plans to run for governor. I'm opposed to the recall. I think that it's a Republican attack on a Democratic governor. No plans to run.